Financial affluence versus time affluence. Which currency leads to greater well-being? Hi everyone, it's Mazen. Welcome to the Maximal Life. Today we're asking the question, which currency leads to greater well-being and life satisfaction? Financial affluence or time affluence? I was recently invited to present for one of my clients. Just before my presentation, my client invites me to wait in his personal office. The first thing I notice when I step into this massive office is a coat hanging on his wall. My client leads an 8-figure company, the same company I'm about to step in front of to present my techniques for living a maximal life. So you better believe I take note of the saying the leader chose to frame in his office. Here are the words that greet him every day. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. And I thought, wow, how true is that? I immediately feel a sense of gratitude for the moment that I learned this. You are so poor if all you have is money. Truth from myself. Early in my career, when I was first beginning to see significant growth in my income, I was working like a mad dog. And the kind of financial future I wanted to provide for my family began to materialize. And when I say materialize, I mean it. We moved to this beautiful new home in one of the best neighborhoods. We had VIP memberships at the nicest sport clubs in town. My wife and I both got new cars, new clothes, even new cell phones. And we hired housekeepers and groundkeepers. We went on a luxury vacation. We were even building our savings account. So we decided to have our first child. During this time, I'm thinking, I'm the man. I get charged up by the smell of coffee when I walk into the office. I get that addictive hit of excitement in the rush of phone calls. Hit of excitement with each challenge. Oh, for me, to solve, to fix, to prove I am the man. It is finally happening. I'm really making something of myself. I get up every day around 6 a.m. and I'm in the office by 7:45. I publicly declare lunchtime a productivity thief. No more lunch, people. It is for the week. I am the first one in and the last one out. On my nights off, my now pregnant wife and I enjoy a drive in my new car, and she's quiet, real quiet. I ask her, is something bothering you, hon? Then silence fills up the entire car. My mind goes into overdrive trying to guess what the problem I got to solve. And then she hits me with this. I've just really missed you. It feels like I've been missing you for months. Then the strangest thing happens. My wife tells me she misses me, and I get angry. I thought, she was proud of me. How can she possibly tell me she misses me? Everything I do is for my family. All the hours I spend day after day, I do it all so that I can provide a wonderful life for her and for my future baby. How can she tell me she misses me when she knows I'm doing all this to give her the life I know she deserves? We argue, and the fight ends with me saying exactly what anyone who misses anyone wants to hear. I don't have time to talk about this. I need to go to bed so that I can wake up tomorrow morning. She puts her hand on my chest and offers, there is more to us than that. The next day, I was not myself. I wasn't me. The smell of coffee was sickening. Every time my phone rang, I wanted just to hang it up. What was wrong with me? So I called my mentor and asked him, how do you deal with your family when they say you are not there for them, all the while you are currently busy providing for them? And that's when I received an eye-opening question. How many times do you tell yourself you don't have time, Mazen? I don't know exactly, probably pretty often. He says, okay. Today, you are going to stop every time you catch yourself using that phrase. I don't have enough time. When you hear it, I want you to change the phrase in your mind to, it is not a priority. I did not entirely understand why my mentor was asking me to do this, but I rolled with it and I was willing to give it a try. And on that very day, guess what I heard? It is not a priority for me to eat lunch. It's not a priority for me to schedule my physical appointment and for my annual physical. It is not a priority for me to attend my cousin's wedding. And then finally, at the end of the day, there it was. It is not a priority for me to call my pregnant wife to let her know I won't be home for dinner. That's when it hit me. Having enough time is a state of mind. And the reason I believe I don't have enough time is because I keep telling myself that I don't. So I decide right then, right there, it is time to change my mind. Literally, change my mind. I call my wife and tell her I'm on my way home. I can hear in her voice happiness. And when I walk in the door, my wife's eyes light up. That is definitely a priority. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. It is a simple truth, profound in its simplicity, and far too often overlooked in today's culture. Look at consumer advertising, an entire multi-billion-dollar empire built up on creating a constant state of dissatisfaction that keeps us killing ourselves to possess more material things, more stuff, more things. Consumer advertising tries everything to keep us tethered to their golden handcuff. The media is saturated in ads depicting the fantasy lives of celebrities. These people look satisfied, and we are being told under no uncertain terms that their happiness and satisfaction is a direct result of having enough money to have this car, get this shoes, buy this timepiece, this house, this summer house. And it just goes on forever. Because it serves them. Them, not us. And although we can see that the lifestyles held up in these ads are unrealistic, the people in them look happy, and they are being held out to us as models for what we should want to achieve. So we keep emulating, we keep shopping, we keep acquiring, we keep striving, we keep searching for the joyful feeling of being financially affluent and filled to the brim with material things, with more stuff and more things to get. There is no end to the list of stuff we can buy to provide us with that quick burst of self-satisfaction. The money we make is tangible proof that we know how to level up. The luxuries and conveniences that money affords us are the fruits of our labors. The latest gadgets, the latest trends, and the latest everything, and we deserve it. That's what we tell ourselves. We deserve it. Which is true. We do. But what is the it we deserve? What is the it we truly desire? Yes, we deserve the things we earn, but there is more to us than that. We deserve to feel satisfied and pleased by the bounties of our efforts and the wide-reaching benefits of our achievements. So, what's going on? Why are we, as people who enjoys the most affluent lifestyles in recent history, so unhappy and so dissatisfied? From an early age, the strongest and the most consistent message most of us heard about achieving success was chiefly defined by financial affluence. You can see in my own personal story how easily the allure of financial affluence can have taken over and become my singular motivation. Being paid for doing things right is very gratifying. Money is cool. Money is a good thing to have. Generating wealth is life-changing in ways both big and small. Having enough money to take care of your basic needs for you and often for your loved ones is important pillar of constructing a maximal life. But get this, here's the truth. Overwhelming research shows that after a certain level of affluence, beyond basic financial well-being begins a cycle of diminishing returns, where more money does not necessarily make you or your loved ones happier. In fact, despite what the consumer advertising wants us to believe, you reach an inflection point and start getting negative returns on more money and more money and more money. This is the point where additional financial affluence ceases to add up to a maximal life or a maximal you. We call it trading minutes for money. Unless our goal is to be the richest dead person in the entire cemetery, we are making a terrible trade when money becomes more important currency than happiness and satisfaction. We change jobs, change significant others, change clothes, and continue to work harder, try harder, yet many of us feel unsatisfied with our careers, our love lives, our bodies, our options. We find we are not happy with the quality of our lives, regardless of the quality of our things. Have we gotten so busy making a living that we forgot to live? I'm reminded of a quote by one of my favorite maximal achievers, Ben Franklin. "Does thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that's the stuff life is made of." Financial affluence can get you what you want in life, but time affluence is life itself. You may be thinking, but everyone says time is money. What that saying really means is making money takes time. Money is a necessity, but financial affluence is only one result of living a maximal life. And what current research strongly indicates is that a true and lasting quality of life is determined ultimately by the quality of your relationships with yourself and your loved ones. And that requires enjoying time with both, with yourself and with your loved ones. How much time have you given yourself to enjoy lately? By now, you see it's vital to your well-being. In fact, in a study of several financially affluent people for determining how their financial affluence was contributing to their happiness and overall quality of life, the results were inconclusive. What does this mean? It means the results vary too much to prove that financial affluence leads to greater happiness and a better life. Quite the opposite. Message of those 5,000 consumer advertisements we get bombarded with every day. Can you guess what that study discovered? What was the actual consistent predictor of greater happiness, lasting satisfaction, and overall sense of well-being? Time affluence. Time affluence is the feeling that one has enough time to pursue activities that are personally meaningful. It is a sense that you have enough time to do the things you need to do and enjoy in the process. Time affluence is the exact opposite of feeling constantly stressed, rushed, overworked, and behind. These feelings are of time poverty. And in our culture, time poverty is embedded because it makes us better consumers. It keeps us tethered to the golden handcuff. This is the key truth you need to know to change your mind. Your brain is a bank. We can only withdraw what we deposit. If we keep telling ourselves we don't have enough time for anything that doesn't make us money, we go bankrupt in other areas of our lives. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. The quote in my client's office went on to say, "Money can buy a bed, but not sleep. Can buy medicine, but not health. Can buy a clock, but not time. Can buy sex, but not love." Financial affluence is to be in the pursuit. Time affluence is to be in the achievement. Financial affluence is buying your dream car. Time affluence is enjoying the ride. Financial affluence is booking a dream vacation. Time affluence is enjoying the destination. Financial affluence can buy you an impressive library of books, and time affluence allows you to obtain the knowledge and wisdom within these books. Financial affluence is what gets you and your family into that beautiful house. Time affluence is what makes that house become a home. The lasting sense of achievement isn't from the unsustainable rush of acquisition. Our house becomes a home because we endow it with our time and our hearts. Time affluence is where the material meets the meaningful. Reality does not allow us to rewind our lives, but we can start over at any time from exactly where we are. Taking the time to watch this video is a deposit of time affluence in your brain bank. Take a minute now to make another deposit. Ask yourself, what is my well-being truly hungry for in this very moment? right here, right now. So what was your answer? Perhaps it was some alone time, or to make a deep connection with another person. Maybe it was an extra hour of sleep, a nutritious meal, or to get more exercise in your day. Whatever your first answer was, trust it. Joseph Epstein once said, "We do not choose to be born. We do not choose to die. But within this realm of choicelessness, we do choose how to live." How are you going to choose to live? Here's a quick and effective way to begin banking your time affluence. Change your language about time. Change saying, "I don't have enough time," to "It is not a priority for me." This simple switch helps you to identify the things that are truly important to accomplish. You will now see where your mind is truly at in terms of priorities, and acknowledge that there are areas where change is necessary. The awareness alone can cause a major positive shift in your life. I'm constantly reminded of what truly matters from the mouths of my children. A few weeks ago, my 5-year-old son spontaneously looked up from his favorite chicken dish and said, "I love you, Daddy." A moment like that is the culmination of time well spent and love well earned. No employer, no career, no purchased luxury could compare to the love freely given from a child. As Samuel Johnson put it, "To be happy at home is the ultimate result of all ambition." Years can go by in a blink when we are constantly chasing the next urgent thing. Schedule your leisure and enjoyment as firmly as any other appointment, and then keep them. We do this for ourselves. If our energy, health, and mind aren't operating together and at their best, how can we possibly be the most productive and the best performing versions of ourselves? Your fitness, your nutrition, your sleep, your lifestyle habits, and the quality of the connection shared with your loved ones have a massive impact on your daily energy and overall longevity. When you keep making deposits in your time affluence bank, you will increase your perception of time availability. Time affluence is a state of mind. Whether or not we have it is purely based on what we believe and what we tell ourselves about it. The brain is a bank. You can now withdraw the knowledge of time affluence and choose what supports a maximal you. You can now shift your perspective. You can now believe that you do have enough time for what is truly your priority. Financial affluence is reflected by how much money we produce. Time affluence is reflected by how much enjoyment we cultivate in a day for ourselves and everyone in our life team. The maximal life is lived when you truly feel you are being the maximal you. We love money and we need money, but we love living a maximal life more. It isn't about which is better, financial affluence versus time affluence. We don't have to choose one or the other. You get to choose both, using money to architect your awe-filled experiences instead of just increasing the cold bottom line. For it is the quality of your experiences shared that creates your maximal life. If you like what you have seen and heard, please subscribe.